Hello, everyone, and welcome to class today. Today, we are talking about simple and continuous tenses in English. So, we're doing the present and the past today. My name is Teacher Will. I am from the United States. I live in Barcelona now, and I've been teaching on Verbling for a couple months now. And I really like skating, surfing, chocolate, and teaching English here. And I see a familiar face. Shadow, how's it going?
Hello, teacher. I'm fine, thank you.
It's good to see you again.
Thank you.
And let's see who else we have. Pedro, can you hear me?
Yes, I can help you.
Is this your first time on Verbling, Pedro?
Yeah, it's the third time.
Third time, yeah?
With you, it's my first time
Okay.
in your class.
When was your first class? How long ago?
My first time was on Wednesday.
Okay. So, how do you like the site?
I pues I won't say I am from Spain.
Okay.
I am very interested to learn to speak and listening well the English is necessary for my job.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice. And let's see, there's someone else. I'm not going to say this right. Ugur Essen?
Yes, hello. You can say Esan actually, it will be easier for you.
What can I say? Esan?
Yes, Esan.
Esan. Okay. Nice to meet you, Esan. Is this your first time here, or is this just
Not,
our first
not
class?
actually, no, just it's our first class. I've been
Okay.
here for a while. Yes.
Nice. Well, I'm happy to meet you now. And Amr, can you hear me?
Yes, exactly. I can hear you clearly. How about you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but there's a small. We have some noise with your microphone, but can you speak one more time?
Okay, hello everyone is there.
Okay,
Hello,
good.
well, how are you doing?
Very good.
Okay.
Okay, so just to remind everyone of the rules, just if you can mute the microphone, so press that little button here when you're not speaking, so everyone can hear. And
Okay.
very good. And yeah, just today's class, so everyone knows, again, we're talking about the simple and the continuous tenses in present and past. So we're going to do 4 verb tenses, and we're just going to review how you make them and when you say them. This is quick. I think you already know something. This is practice. And then we will finish with a game. So we just do some quick exercises, and then we'll start speaking in a game. So I'm going to bring up the screen. And before we start, actually, let's just do some quick introductions. So I guess I will start. My name is Will. I'm from New Jersey in the United States. I teach English here on Verbling. I love to surf, eat chocolate, and play sports. And I started studying English when I was a baby. I am teaching it now, not learning it. And favorite food is definitely chocolate. So, Asan, can you tell us about yourself?
Yes, my name is Esan. I'm from Turkey. I study law in Istanbul. Yes, I have kind of hobbies like I play piano and violin, and also I can tango and salsa.
Wow.
I started to learn English uh, like I think I was 10 years old. And why are you learning English? Because I want to work on human rights area or international law, so I have to learn. And beside of it, I love to meet new people and stuff like that. What is your favorite food? I can say hamburger. Yeah.
All right, very nice. Do they have good hamburgers in Turkey?
Of course we have. Not like Americans,
Do
but
they
yes,
have
we
good
have.
hamburgers? Okay, okay. Very nice. And Shadow, I already know about you, but introduce yourself to everyone else.
Okay, my name is Shadin. I'm from Saudi Arabia, and I'm studying law in university. I like reading, watching movies, surfing net. Um, I started learning English 6 months ago. Um, I'm learning English because I like to learn languages, and English is like a global language. My favorite food is Italian food, especially lasagna.
Love lasagna.
hmm
Very nice. And Pedro, can you tell us about yourself?
My name is Pedro. I am from Spain. I am computer engineer. Exactly, I programming iPhone apps. Um, my hobbies are learn about the new technologies and do sport, uh, mainly swimming and karate. W- mm, I started to study in English a lot of year, but I don't usually talk or speaking in English. Um, I want to learn English for my job because I am working with an international team, and my favorite food is the traditional food.
And you say traditional food. What is an example of?
Spanish food is my favorite. Is, for example, I don't know how what is the English word to explain it.
What is it called?
Call? I don't understand you.
What is the name of the dish in Spanish?
En Spanish, pues es cocido. I will find it in dictionary.
Okay.
Later I write it in the chat.
There are many times with food in other languages we don't translate the word. So, for example, in Italian, lasagna, we just say lasagna. Same thing with pizza.
My favorite is the paella too.
Yeah, paella.
That is ready. my mother and my grandmother is in the best place in Spain where is the best rice for paella.
And where is that? Where is the best?
The best is from Calasparra. Is in New York Times. The New York Times news is talk about it. It is the best from Spain. I to write it in the chat.
Cool.
This is.
Thank you. Awesome. And Amr, can you introduce yourself for us as well?
Hello, friends here. It's me, Amr from Egypt. I'm 40 years old and I'm a lawyer. And I love surfing on the internet and making friends, and I love cooking. I started learning English for a long time, and I love English so much. And my favorite dish is fish. Actually, I like fish so much. How about you guys?
Yeah, fish is delicious. It's a good, nice healthy thing to eat too. Okay, so thank you everyone for introducing yourself, and to the people who are new, it's nice to actually meet you. For everyone who I already know, always nice to hear again. We're just going to start with the first tense I think you learned, which is the present simple. So I have 4, I think, general times when you use the present simple. And that's when something is generally true. So you say, you know, the sun sets in the west. Can someone else give me an example of something that is generally true? This is something that does not change. Can anyone else in class give me an example of something like that?
The Earth, there are 4 seasons.
There you go.
Every
Very good.
year.
There are 4 seasons in a year. Very good, Shannon. And Miad, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, Miad, we're just reviewing all the present simple right now. And again, today's class is the simple and continuous in present and past. So we just said the first use of present simple is things are generally true, saying maybe the sun sets in the west, or Shannon said there are 4 seasons in a year. And the next one is habits. And actually, when I say, let's see, there are 4 seasons, the sun sets. Can someone give me an example? Actually, no, that's good for that. Habits. This is something that we do with frequency. So, for example, do you play soccer every Friday? Can someone different give me an example of a habit that they have or a custom that they have?
For example, I wake up at 6 hours in the morning every day.
Wake up at 6 a.m. every day. Very good.
Okay.
Very nice. And the next one is permanent situations. So here we say, for example, he doesn't work in a school. And someone give me an example of a permanent situation.
Yes, I study law.
Study law. Is that, and do you always study law? In the future, you will study law also?
No, but for 4 years I study law, so it's a long time.
Okay, all right. All right, I'll say permanent situation, maybe / habit. Study law. Very good. And
may I ask a question, actually?
of course.
Sometimes we say I do study law. Sometimes you say I study law. So what is the difference, or there is no?
So that, let me actually, let me write that. And I answer that in 1 minute.
Okay.
Perfect. And for future schedules, we also use present simple. So our flight leaves at 12 p.m. And Amr or Miad, can you give us an example of something else with this?
Basically, my train leaves at night.
A train leaves at night. And Mohammed, can you hear me? Mohammed, can you hear me? Okay, well, I'll check with you in a second. So, back to the question. I do study law versus I study law. This, I think, we'll talk about a little form. So, if I say, do you study law? And the answer is yes. And say, yes, I study law. Yes, I do. Yes, I do study law. I would say the most common ones are, yes, I do. This, I think, is a little repetitive. And I think this is if you want to if you want to reinforce the point. So this is if you're putting a lot of emphasis on the fact that you do study law. You can think of it as, Yes, I do study law. Maybe
So basically there's no difference.
Okay.
there's no difference. Maybe a little more if someone's like surprised. It's like,
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, I
you really study law? Yes.
what is the difference between do you study law or are you studying law? What are in present tense?
Can you repeat that question one more time? I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Okay, what is the difference between when I say do you study law or are you studying law? Both are in the present tense. What's the difference between them?
Ah, so does anyone have an idea for that? If I say, do you study law versus are you studying law?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes. Test. And oh, we have more. We have Alberto. Can you hear me?
Yes, good morning, everybody. Let's continue.
Yeah, we'll continue. I just
Okay.
want to check to make sure you can hear. And Mohammed, can you hear me? All right.
Yes, I can.
Perfect. All right. And just a reminder for everyone: if you're not speaking, put your microphone on mute. So because we have a lot of people in class, just click that little button up there with the microphone, and then click it again if you have a question. So the question was, do you study law versus are you studying law? We'll say
Can I answer?
absolutely.
Okay. I think do you study law? It's present simple.
Mm-hmm. And why?
Present, and the other one it's present continuous.
Okay. Very good. And let's see. I think Alberto said you wanted to add something to that. Can you give us the why? So, do you study law is present simple? Do you is why? Why do we say do you study law? When would we say that?
Okay. So I can add something here. So when we use do, when we use it, when we have a verb like study, speak, or so do is an auxiliary verb, a helping verb. It helps to form a question.
Good. And as we saw before, we use the present simple for something that is maybe a permanent situation or habit. So if someone studies law as their career, maybe if you're a law student, then that is law student, law professor, lawyer. I think that could be a situation where you use the present simple. You say, are you studying law? This is something that is short term. This is temporary. This is right now. I honestly, to be honest, I don't know that a lot of people will make a big difference if I say, do you study law or are you studying law? Because it's something where, for example, if you're in school for 4 years, that is temporary and it's also a long time. So I think with something like studying in university, you can use both of those. You know, I study philosophy, I am studying philosophy. But that's a very good question. Now I just want to do some practice with forms. So, let's just go around class, have each person try and answer. And you have the verb here, and you just have to change it to the right form. And we have some positive, some with questions, and some in the negative. So, Alberto, can you do number 1 for us?
I'm in coffee now. I'm in coffee now.
I'm in a cafe now. Very good. Very good. Amr, number 2, please. And Amr, you're on mute.
Okay, does she play tennis every week?
Very good. Does she play? Just as Mohammed pointed out, that's that auxiliary verb, and now we have that for the third person. Very good. Miad, number 3.
They are going to the cinema every Wednesday.
So this, every Wednesday, is a habit. So do you remember what tense we use for habit?
Simple present.
Mm-hmm. So how do we do go?
They do go.
Even without the do? I guess you could say do, but you just, even if they go to the cinema every Wednesday. Mohammed, number 4, please.
Okay, number 4. Is she a singer?
Very good. Is she a singer? And Pedro, can you do number 5 for us?
You are finding the weather here cold.
So you are finding the present continuous. Here we're just doing present simple right now. So are finding, when you have that ing, that's continuous.
Yeah, you're fine the weather here cold.
Very good.
I don't understand why it's fine, because it's permanent the weather, or what is the reason? Because it's the present. Okay.
A permanent situation, we use present simple. So if I live in a climate in an area, I would say this is something that is a permanent situation. This is true always.
Okay, thank you.
Shadow, number 6.
Are they on the bus?
Very good. And just a reminder, with to be, we use that in present simple. Always. You never say are they being. Son, number 7, please.
Lucy rides her bicycle to work.
Perfect. And number 8, Alberto.
Why is be in French?
So we have
what?
If I say a statement, he is in France, how do I make that a question? For number 4, for example, we have she is a singer.
Porque why he is in French.
Just one small change with present simple, we switch subject. So it's why is he in France, and then he is in France. And just for to be, for a question, we switch and we say is he, is she, are they. It's one
okay. I understand. Okay, thanks so much. Why is he in French?
Number 9, Amr. And Amr, you're still on mute. Okay, we'll go to Miads. Can you do number 9 for us?
I don't play the piano often.
Perfect. I don't play, and that's do not. And then number 10, Mohammed. Oh, sorry.
It isn't cold today.
It isn't cold today. Very well done. All right. Next one, present continuous. So, just want to go through this really quickly. We use this for, I would say, 5 different situations. So the first one is a temporary situation. So an example is he's staying in France for a week. Can someone give me another example of a temporary situation?
For example, I'm eating my sandwich.
Can you say that one more time? I didn't hear you, Amr.
For example, I'm eating my sandwich right now.
I mean, so that, I would say, happening right now. He's eating my sandwich now. That would be a good one for happening now. Something happening at the specific moment. A temporary situation is something that is maybe happening tomorrow and happening right now. So he's staying in France for a week. They're living in Spain for a year. I think normally you'll have some time word there. Another one, or as Amr said, happening now, present continuous, I think, is John sleeping at the moment. He's eating my sandwich now. For this one, we usually have used the clue words. Annoying habits. This is a funny one. You hear someone say, "You're always losing my keys." Can someone else give me an example of another annoying habit? Maybe a brother, something a brother or sister or a husband or wife does.
You're always eating so much.
They're always eating so much. Like chocolate. Yeah, very good. Another one is a situation that's changing. So you say maybe his grades or his marks aren't improving. Can someone give me an example of another changing situation?
Maybe I can say I'm getting better.
Sure. I'm getting better. Health is improving. Yeah? Or did you mean, yeah. Health. Good. And then another one is definite future plans. So for a timetable, for a train or a flight or a bus, we use present simple. But when we have plans, we use present continuous. So we say, I'm meeting Stephen later. Can someone else give me another example of this?
Teacher, this is like future, it's not like present continuous.
Yes, and this is that's one of the confusing things, is we actually use the present continuous sometimes to talk about the future.
So how about I'm going to?
So going to, that's, it's not a tense, that's kind of like a halfway thing. You can also say, I'm meeting Stephen later, I'm going to meet Stephen later.
I'd like to add something here. So when we use present continuous for definite future plans, so we add some time expressions like next week and next summer, previous year, or yes, the following year, or something like that.
Good. So Mohammed, can you give me?
I make myself understood?
Yeah. Can you give me an example of a sentence?
Yes. What are you going to do next summer?
So let's yeah, or even going to, I think is it's a little different. I'd try to do that there, but sure.
No, what are you doing next summer?
What are you doing next summer? Sorry, I misheard you. What are you doing next summer? Very good. And the important thing is this is plans. This is when you plan to do something. Going to is not as much a plan. But that's, I think I'll, so for example, you could say, let me just add something there. Going to, maybe if I say, the windows are dirty. Yes, I know. I'm going to clean them later. So this is not a plan. Talking Okay, so now more practice just making the present continuous. So we'll start with Alberto. Can you do number 1 for us? And again, present continuous here.
Okay, she going. Ela vai para casa. She going to at home now. She going.
So there's one thing that we need here for present continuous.
Ela vai para. Ela está. She is going at home now.
And this is one of those strange ones. Going home, you just say going home. You don't need the to there. So it's just she is or she's going home now. Very good. Amr, number 2.
Okay. I'm going to read a great book, or I'm reading a great book.
I'm reading a great book. So yeah, going to is actually not, even though that has the ing, that is not present continuous. You say, I'm reading a great book. I'm reading a great book. Very good.
What's the difference between them? Can I say I'm going to read a great book?
I'm going to read a great book is maybe if you decide something, like you say this, I'm reading a great book, this is something that's happening now. If someone, I don't know that you would say I'm going to read a great book. That sounds very, that does not sound natural to me. I don't think that's correct using I'm going to.
Okay, thanks.
Of course. Yeah, it's number 3. Yeah, are you there?
Oh, okay. She's not washing her hair.
Perfect. She's not washing her hair. Number 4, Mohammed.
Sentence number 4.
Correct. Can you make it?
Yes. Is the cat chasing mice?
Very good. Cat chasing mice. And number 5, Pedro.
Is she crying?
She's crying. Perfect. 6, Shannon.
He's not studying Latin.
Studying Latin. Very good. 7, Hassan.
Are we driving to London?
Perfect. 8, Alberto. Alberto, are you there?
Is they watch TV?
So good with the placement, but for they, we say he, she, is, I am, you, we, they. Just have to change one little thing.
Is correct? Is they watching TV?
No, so we use the word is with he, she, am with I, and with you, we, and they. What do we use? There's a different one. You have it in number 7. Can anyone help out here?
Are
Are they watching TV? And Amr, number 9. Amr, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, exactly. Where is she going to go now?
Just where is she going now? That's all I need to say. Where's she going now? And yeah, it's number 10.
I'm not leaving now.
Not leaving now. Very good. Okay, next one, past simple. And I'm going just a little quickly because I want us to get to the game so we have time. So I think this is, well, I don't want to say simple, but very, very small amount. So finished events. So I might say, did you go to the movies yesterday? Can someone give me an example of maybe a statement? Anything, a finished event.
I didn't go to university last week.
I didn't go to, and what was that sentence? I didn't hear you. I didn't go to. I didn't hear this word. What was it?
University.
I didn't go to university last week. She skipped class. Bad student. And a story or list, I think it's also kind of a finished event. But this is just when you're listing off different things. So he went to the beach, ate a sandwich, then saw his friends. Can someone give me an example, maybe when you're talking about vacation or weekend plans or something you did? Can someone maybe say 3 things they did yesterday, for example?
Yes, I woke up at 8 a.m. and I took some classes and I slept again.
That's a good day. Sleeping and learning. I slept again. Perfect. And as we can already see, one tough thing about past simple is you have a lot of these irregular verbs. So that's, I think, the difficult thing about the past simple. This is for wake, this is for take, this is for sleep. And that stuff takes a lot of work. So I think we finished with Miad, so let's start with Mohammed. Can you do number 1 for us, please?
Me?
Mohammed.
For the first sentence, I worked in a bank for 10 years.
Worked in a bank. Perfect. Just that ED is for normal verbs. Very good. Pedro, number 2.
Where do you live when you were young?
Can you repeat? I didn't hear that first part. Where?
Where do you do?
So do is for present, for past. We're doing past right now.
Sorry, past. Where did you live?
Where did you live? Very good. Where did you live when you were young? Very nice. Shadow, number 3.
She didn't study French at university.
Didn't study French university. Very good. Asan, number 4.
He traveled through the Middle East last year.
Traveled through the Middle East. Small thing. This is in America. We only use 1 L. UK, they will say traveled. So both are correct. And number 5, Alberto. Doing past simple.
They I don't know it, sorry.
Okay, so do you know what, for a question, we normally add something before this? Can you maybe look at the different answers and see if you can guess how to say it?
They are visited. They are visited.
I say yes. They visited. That is an affirmation. That's a statement. For a question, we add 1 word in the beginning. So the same thing, we have a visit, and then we have a word here. You know what that is?
Are they visited? Are they visited?
What do we have in number 2 and number 3?
Did
they visit the Louvre in Paris? Very good. Amr, number 6.
She didn't watch TV yesterday.
She didn't watch TV yesterday. Very good. Number 7, Jens.
We bought a new car last weekend.
Very good. A regular. We bought a new car last weekend. And Mohammed, number 8.
Where did you teach before you came here?
Where did you teach before you came here? Very good. And 9, Pedro.
He didn't think that he was right.
He didn't think that he was right. Perfect. And Shadow, number 10.
I cooked steak last night.
Steak last night. Perfect. All right. Last tense, and then we get to our game. So past continuous. This is used, I would say, in 4 situations. First one is interruptions. And just put mute on if you're not speaking. Reminder, like Alberto, that might be. Interruption. So we say, I was showering when he called. I was taking a shower and the call interrupts the shower. Can someone give me an example of this?
I was walking when we met.
Sure. I was walking when we met. Cool. And the next one is, I would say, context or details. So you say it was a great day, the birds were singing, and the sun was shining. You know, this is, I would say, telling a story. It's not the birds sang and the sun shone, because those are things that happened for more than one specific action. Can someone give me an example of this?
If it's okay, I can again.
Sure. Yeah, give us another example.
Okay. It was a rainy day. I was stuck in the traffic. And I don't know.
All right, maybe we'll say I was stuck in traffic. It was raining. People were talking on their phones. Yeah. Another one is similar to the simple or present continuous, but just in the past. So if I say you're always forgetting your keys, in the past it's you were always forgetting your keys. So he was always forgetting to close the door. Can someone different give me an example of maybe an annoying action in the past?
But teacher, it's the same sentences, but the difference is ing and am I right?
It's the same as what?
For example, I said I forgot what I said before, but for example, he was always for a no, the first one, yeah.
Yeah. So
eating so much. So they are always eating so much. It's the same.
Yeah, so the one thing that changes, let's say if we want to make
Where?
that sentence. Yeah.
Okay.
We're always eating my chocolate. Now you're talking about in the past. Maybe they don't eat your chocolate anymore. You yelled at them, and now they stopped eating the chocolate.
Yes, okay.
And then the last one is simultaneous actions. And this is kind of similar to maybe details. It was I was reading and she was watching TV. Can someone give me an example of maybe 2 things happening at the same time?
I was playing a game while he was sleeping.
Who's sleeping? Sure. And you usually have words like while and there, the connectors. And let's just practice with some more sentences here. So I think we finished with Pedro. Let's start with Shadow. Can you do number 1 for us?
He was cooking.
He was cooking. Very good. Hassan.
Was he playing cards?
Very good. Alberto. Alberto, are you there?
I was not crying.
Very good. I was not crying. Amr, number 4.
Well, number 4, you weren't feeling well.
Feeling well. Very good. Number 5, Miat.
Where was I go when I met you?
Very good. And number 6, Mohammed.
Isn't she sleeping? That's really nice.
And then for past, so isn't she sleeping is present. Past, we say...
wasn't she? Oh.
Wasn't she? Oh. Very good. And... Pedro, number 7, excuse me.
Was I working?
Very good. Shadow, number 8.
Were you sleeping when I got home?
Nice. And Hassan, number 9.
Was it raining at lunchtime?
Was it raining at lunchtime? And number 10, Alberto.
I don't know, teacher. Sorry.
Can you try to guess?
No.
Okay. That's all right. So what? And Amr, can you help us out here?
Yes, exactly. We can say, what were you doing?
Very good. Okay. So
can we add what were we doing yesterday or something like that?
Yeah, what were you doing yesterday? What were we doing yesterday? Very good. That was very good. That was a very fast review of things that take a lot of practice. So if you felt difficult with that, I think just practice a little more, and I think you guys did very good. Before we do the next activity, I just want to share 2 things with you guys. The first is, if you have any questions, you can...
Yes. Excuse me, can you send the document for us, please?
Yes. Let me create a Google document for that. So I'll do that while we're making the game. I'll share it in the chat box. So the first thing is my Facebook page. If you ever have any questions, I put information on there, and also my Verblink profile are also there.
Okay.
So
is it hot in there? Is it hot in there in your country?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see you are wearing a sweater.
It's not cold here. It's very warm. And I don't have air conditioning, so there is no climatization here. It's difficult. So, last thing to finish, just a little game. We'll have Alberto choose a color, any color here. We lost Alberto for a second. All right, Amr, choose a color.
Okay, let me choose the pink one.
All right, Amr, this color?
Pink one.
Pink. This?
Cry.
That is red.
No, no. Okay, let me choose blue one.
All right, Amr is blue. Miyad, choose a different color.
Yellow.
Miyad is yellow. Mohammed, choose a color.
Yes. Black.
All right, Mohammed is black. Pedro, choose a color.
Red.
No, I'm not black. Yeah. Can I choose another one?
No, it's too late. Sure, what color do you want?
I'm just kidding.
All right, Shadow.
Purple.
And Hassan.
Green.
And let's see. Oh, not that. And let's see. Who are we missing? Alberto. What color do you want? We have white, brown, and orange. Alberto, can you choose a color? We can't hear you, Alberto. So I'm gonna, basically, I'll just explain very quickly what happens here. I have a dice thing. I'm gonna press a number, and I move your position that space, and someone chooses a tense for you. So we say, Amr, you'll go first. Amr is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Miyad, choose a tense for Amr. So you say either present, present continuous, past, or past continuous. And Amr has to make a sentence with Paul.
Okay. I want to choose present continuous.
Okay, Amr. You have to make a sentence with Paul and present continuous.
Excuse me, what should I do?
You need to make a sentence with the word Paul using present continuous.
Using any words or special words?
Using the word Paul in present continuous.
Okay. Paul is always playing tennis every Saturday.
So with Paul, P-U-L-L.
Yeah, but isn't the name? Isn't the name?
No, that is a verb. Pull is the opposite of push.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, we'll come back to you for this one.
Okay. I'm trying to pulling the door to enter the supermarket yesterday.
Sure. Pulling the door to enter the supermarket. Very good. Okay, next we have Mohammed. Choose a tense. So Mohammed, present, past, present continuous.
Choose a tense. So past continuous.
Past continuous, and now Miyad. You have to say something with post in past continuous.
With the verb what?
I was posting news in my Facebook.
Just posting news on my Facebook. Sure. Pedro, choose a tense.
Choose a tense.
So present, past, past continuous, present continuous.
Past tense, for example.
Right. Past tense. Now, Mohammed, you have to use past tense with do. So, Mohammed, past tense with do. And we don't need these guys. Mohammed, are you there? Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I can.
Okay. We'll change to Pedro. Let's have you do something. Pedro, make a sentence with do.
Do.
In
Past tense?
Past tense.
Yeah. I doing a trip for the north of Spain.
So you say I do a trip. Do you know how we change that?
Excuse me, and I understand. Do.
So do is present.
Present.
What's the past?
Tense? The past. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I did a trip on about the north of Spain.
Very good.
Is correct?
Yeah, very good. And I'm so sorry, guys. I actually have to end class there. That was I need more time. That was my mistake. There is another class I have right after this with a news article if anyone is interested in learning about technology. So thank you all so much for your work today. I thought it was great, and hopefully I will see you guys soon.
Okay. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.